Tell me why you do it.
Come on.
I want to understand.
Babe, I do it for you. You know that I do to protect you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I'm here. Your family is here. Your children have no father.
You have to serve my country.
You don't know when to quit.
That is Sienna Miller as Taya Kyle, the wife of real-life Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, played by Bradley Cooper in the box office hit American Sniper, which was nominated for Best Picture at the 2015 Academy Awards. Of all the characters Sienna Miller has played, her least favorite was the one created by the tabloids that pursued her relentlessly. Miller spent the early years of her career in the flashing bulbs and shouted questions of media fascinated by her relationships and her style. But standout performances in movies like Factory Girl, Foxcatcher, and American Woman have forced a change of subject. Now, the 40-year-old is starring in a new Netflix series that has her tapping in to those trying years in the spotlight. Sienna and I got together in New York for a Sunday Sitdown.
Sienna Miller steps into the eye of a media storm, playing the wife of a powerful British politician caught in an affair and a very public trial in the Netflix series Anatomy of a Scandal.
Somebody is lying.
Am I looking at him?
Did you see something in her that you said, I've got to play this?
I understood the world she was from. I liked how acerbic and contained she is, which I don't have that kind of English reserve, but she really does.
The character and the story ring familiar to Miller.
There's an extraordinary scene where your husband is telling you about what's about to come and confessing to his affair. And you're sitting on a couch and your heart is beating so loudly that, in fact, it's picked up on the microphone, and they included it in the show.
We have to get ahead of this.
We have to figure out how to protect our children from it.
We have to do both.
That scene gave me so much anxiety. I think because I've been there, you know, that feeling if you're somewhat well known of something coming out or about to come out that you can't bear.
Over the years, Miller has been hounded by paparazzi. First, for her high-profile relationship with Jude Law and the couple's breakup after Law's admitted affair. But Miller has fought back, suing the tabloids 3 times and winning. Most recently, a settlement last year after her phone allegedly was hacked.
I wondered if it was a difficult decision for you to sort of step, even fictionally, into the shoes of a woman who was going through that, given all you've been through yourself.
I was kind of drawn to it. I think in a sort of psychological tourism way, it was an interesting thing to put myself back into a situation that did feel somewhat familiar and to respond in a very different way to that. Maybe reclaiming something, but there is a sense of catharsis in doing that.
Do you consider yourself a New Yorker?
I've always felt a bit like a New Yorker. I don't sound like a New Yorker, but no, I love it here.
Miller was born in New York, but raised in London. Her mother was a model, her father a banker. She was a performer from a young age.
I actually don't remember ever wanting to do anything else. So from the age of 3, I think that's what I said I wanted to do.
Do you remember your first performance?
Oh,
was there a breakout
it was awful.
role?
I mean, no, actually, I was the Angel Gabriel, apparently.
Oh.
Yes, in the Nativity. I later found out that was a man. I was quite heartbroken at that.
Heartbroken, but not deterred. At 18, Miller moved back to New York to attend the prestigious Lee Strasberg School of Theater and Film, modeling to make ends meet.
You were on the cover of 12 Vogues over the course of your modeling career. Which
is that it? That's quite a lot of Vogue.
Kind of amazing.
Yeah. I was the shortest. I was like the personality that made the tall, great models come out of their shell. So, like, people wanted me around, but, like...
She's fun.
By the age of 22, Miller was acting more than modeling, co-starring with Law in the 2004 film Alfie.
Everything is going to be easy and breezy. Sound good?
And the next year, stepping on stage for a West End production of Shakespeare's As You Like It.
For me, it's like jumping out of a plane. The anxiety before a first preview is, I'm almost, like, sick. And then achieving that really unimaginable, like, horror of a thing, getting to the end is like, ah.
Miller received critical acclaim for her 2006 performance in Factory Girl, playing socialite Edie Sedgwick, the 1960s creative inspiration for Andy Warhol.
He's your friend?
He's my friend.
Some of those performances probably were overshadowed by the fact that people were looking at pictures of you on magazines and paparazzi shots and so obsessed with other parts of your life.
It was frustrating because I was working and turning in performances that I thought were valuable, and everyone would just be like, I love your clothes. What about my film?
Boho chic.
Oh,
thanks.
God, I know. Which is now coming back into fashion, which means I'm really old.
We have you to thank for it.
With her reputation as a dramatic actor established, Miller took a swing at the blockbuster with 2009's G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra.
What I love about your career is you can do As You Like It and G.I. Joe in the same career.
I know.
Everything in between.
Congratulations, Duke. You just saved Paris.
The G.I. Joe moment was something that I was encouraged to do because I'd made quite artistic choices in independent cinema. At a certain point, agents are encouraging you to kind of become, like, bankable. It was definitely not the right fit for me to be a villain. I couldn't fire a gun without blinking, and they had to add this thing that every time I fired a weapon, I'd, like, touch the side and they'd become sunglasses, so I could be like, ah! You know, like, dreadful.
In 2014, Miller was cast alongside Bradley Cooper in Clint Eastwood's American Sniper, which grossed more than $500 million at the box office.
Okay, I need you to be human again.
Was the American Sniper sort of phenomenon of that film, that was something else?
It was so exciting. Well, first of all, I had to audition for that film, and then our friend Bradley called me and said, we'd love you to do it. And it was being on the set with Clint Eastwood. There's Dirty Harry every morning saying, like, hey, sweetie, and I was like, ugh. It was such a dream come true.
These days, Miller happily gets more attention for her work than for her personal life, as she raises 9-year-old daughter Marlo, who she shares with actor Tom Sturridge.
I just turned 40. I actually have never felt more settled, content, almost nihilistic in my lack of care for, like, what anybody thinks of me, which is hugely relieving.
It's liberating, isn't it?
Really liberating. There is a vast expanse ahead that I am excited to fill with all sorts of things.
I've got a pitch for you. Ready?
Pitch.
You, Bradley, G.I. Joe 2.
Yes. If I can be Joe, he can be the Baroness. Then it'll
Was
be
there
like...
already a 2? Okay, now I've got another pitch. G.I. Joe the musical.
Done.
That musical will have a very short run, and I accept all the blame. Sienna's new series, Anatomy of a Scandal, is streaming now on Netflix. Our thanks to Shea Zhu in New York for hosting our conversation. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the full-length interview with Sienna Miller, including much more on her decision to take on the powerful companies behind tabloid magazines. You can find our conversation on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.